Hi everyone, it's Jerusha. Today is Sunday, June 4th, 2017. I always like to start out with a date because sometimes people watch things that are like a couple years old, and I do that. And so I want to give you some perspective or some context. I am on a trip here on the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast. Originally, I'm from the East Coast, but I am have been living in Portland, Oregon since 1996, and now I'm on the East Coast on a trip. It's my first trip since I had dreadlocks. Yeah, that's correct. My first trip, big trip, since I got dreadlocks. My dreadlocks, gosh, I'm losing track of how there. Well, I know I got them July 9th, 2016, and now it's June 4th, 2017. So that's maybe like about 11 months old almost. So some of the things I want to share with you are being on this trip. Now I've been on this trip for about 5 or 6 days, and I wasn't sure how often I was going to be washing my hair because I had been going down to like maybe every 2 days with the dreadlocks. These are extensions that I put in I believe it was April, and they are shrinking, getting thicker. This one's really thick. I'll take my ponytail out in a little bit so you can see how long they are. So since I got here, so it's Sunday, and I got here late on Tuesday evening, and I've washed my hair 2 or 3 times since then. I wasn't sure because, I wasn't sure what the water quality was going to be like. Wasn't sure which hotel I was going to stay in. Not all hotels have great water around here. I mean, seriously, so it was kind of a last minute booking. We did end up getting to stay in a really good hotel. This one was just remodeled, and it's got very good water, which I was surprised. I wasn't sure about washing my hair in water that wasn't my home water. Portland, Oregon has really good quality water, by the way, really good. Comes from Bull Run, which is like really far east, but in Oregon or maybe on the Washington side. But anyway, we got really good water in Portland, Oregon. We have really good pipes in our house as well. So anyway, I wasn't sure because going on a trip, it's better to not have liquids, you know what I mean? And not carry like large amounts. But I knew that if I didn't bring my special dreadlock shampoos and such, I wasn't going to find dreadlock products here. So I made the one mistake of bringing this and not putting it in my checked baggage. I had it in my backpack, and I was going to go through security with this. And this is what it says here, 8 fluid ounces. So usually it has to be in a smaller container, like 3.4 or something is now the size. Well, it's not full, but still, I was worried. Well, I also had to do with the security guard was a woman. She was a black woman. And I said, I am so sorry. And I put this in with my liquids with the rest of, which I hardly had any liquids because I was checking most of my bags. And she let me go through. She said it's going to be okay. And this is cool because this is like it's easier to travel with. It's more liquidy, but it's the Dolly Locks Aloe Tightening Gel. I was trying to get the Naughty Boy one, which is more solid, but it's like clear. But I was packing really fast, and I would have had to grab it out of the bigger container and put it in a smaller container with my hands, and I was going to waste some of it. And I just was like, no, I'm just going to get that. Bring this. Couldn't find the travel size of this. And then I was like, shoot, now I'm going to have to throw it out. Well, thank goodness I didn't have to. So for shampoo, I thought, this is a great opportunity for me to try to go mostly Dolly Locks bar shampoo bars. So this is the very first one I opened. This is the Tea Tree Spearmint, and this is how big it is in here. I'm using it in one of the mesh bags that I bought, about 3 of these. They're great. I have been still using it. This is what I've been using in the shower, even though I brought like at least 2 of these travel size of the Nog Champa, which I love. I did bring some more bars of soap because I'm not sure how long this trip is going to be. Let's see. Hey, wait. How come there are 2 seemingly the same? No. One must be the Tea Tree Spearmint. One must be the Peppermint something or other. Then I also brought this one, which I opened. This bar. This is the one that's like grapefruit, coconut, grapefruit, lime, I believe. It doesn't smell very much. like anything except coconut, really. And it's not all that pretty either. So I have it in this container, but I haven't used it on this trip yet. So yeah, I'm successfully able to like wash with my bar soap, shampoo, Dollylocks bars. Haven't even used this on the trip yet, so that's cool. And then I don't think I've used this. I don't believe I've used it on the trip. I'm kind of washing my hair out, and then like I brought some of these, some of my microfiber. I brought one of my big microfiber towels. Thought I was going to bring a second one, but it was kind of big, and I thought no. So I got these actually at Mid-K. They have this package of the same kind of white towels, but they're smaller. They're like this big. And there's like a package of maybe 10 in a wrapped package for $15, something like that. So I brought 1 or 2 of those. So it's kind of like less towelage than I usually have at home. However, my hair dries a lot faster here. I'm not sure why. It's the East Coast. It's not like all that dry. I mean, being in a hotel is kind of dry, but I think it might be a combination of the way the water is. I'm not sure, but my hair isn't staying damp as much. It's warm out here, but it's an air-conditioned hotel, so I don't know. I think it's something about the water. My hair feels like my dreads feel like they're drying a lot faster, which I will not complain about. I haven't really had to use any products on. I mean, I did bring my, tightening spray that does do some like conditioning of your scalp and your, kind of balancing things out as far as not letting your hair get really fragile. But I barely have done this. I sprayed it a little bit maybe the first time I washed my hair. Really haven't needed to. I know I'm going to. I know I'm not going to just not put any products in because I do want my hair to be like taken care of and healthy. And I know that it won't if I don't use some things to help with that. But so far, so good. I also brought my dry shampoo by Dollylocks. Haven't needed to use it yet, but I usually like to just get in the shower, like currently where I'm staying. I like to just get in the shower when I do want to wash and feel more clean. First day when I traveled the whole day in the plane, it was kind of, I did bring this too. It's like the, conditioning oil. I may have also brought a dog shampoo just because, I like to treat myself if I can. I just want to have it with me to do it. So yeah, that's all the dreadlock products I brought. Also this, which has been helpful to use as a headband and also as a, when my hair is wet, as a headband or just like as a sort of a sleeve. I brought one of my satin pillowcases, my white satin pillowcases. So far, left them on the pillows when the housekeeping comes in. They haven't taken it accidentally when they're like changing the bed linens. So yes, I brought my satin pillowcase, my Dollylocks hair sleeve thing, which I wish I could find my red one because I think that's really cute. But I haven't run across it yet. Ponytail holders, lots of them. Brought lots of them. So this one, wow, that's a small one. Had that around the whole thing. Might have another one in here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe not. Surprisingly not. I've been using like 2 usually. One for like the top stuff and one for like the rest of it. You turn around here. So hopefully you can see. I've got around 53 dreadlocks total, and I have extended probably 3/4 of them to some extent. I have extended the 3/4, but this one definitely wasn't extended, and neither was this one. They're still getting shorter. I haven't dyed them since March. I think March or April. And I'm probably due to dye the roots again soon and refreshen the color. Red fades really fast, and it's actually okay because my natural hair color is like a copperish brown. And I don't mind it being more natural, especially when I'm here on the East Coast, because I'm not, red hair doesn't run in my family, and I see a lot of family, and I don't want to look like I don't belong part of the family. I don't want to look like I don't belong to the family. And they know that I've never had red hair, so even though I think it looks very cute, to have the copperish red hair. I don't really need to have it that vivid while I'm here. Also, I have back my, this is a 00 gauge, yeah. Gauge stretched lobe jewelry. And I had taken my gauged jewelry, my stretched jewelry out because I had some itching there, and they actually shrunk all the way down to like maybe, I don't know, I basically had to use a taper to get even like, I think 4 gauge old jewelry that I had previously when it was smaller, when my ears were smaller. And I was taking the jewelry out every day and like patting it with witch hazel that didn't have alcohol in it, with like those round cotton pads. And I was rubbing actually like really good virgin coconut oil, rubbing that on, and that really helped because I know that that's supposed to be antimicrobial a little bit too. So that's what I've been doing. Then we went to the mall at this one place where you can get body jewelry, which I have kind of stayed away from because I thought it was gonna be cheap stuff. So I really had to talk with the person about like how to make sure that it's not plated at all, because that would keep the bacteria that, you know, I want to get my ears healed more because they've been up to 00 gauge before in the last 2 months, but just with that little dermatitis itching stuff that happened, I took them out in a shower. I didn't put them in right after the shower. I left them out all night and put emu oil on, which apparently like it seemed like it healed it up, almost like closed overnight. And then I couldn't get my jewelry in, and I didn't have my smaller jewelry, so it was like I couldn't put my smaller jewelry in, so it took more days. And by the time I got to my other jewelry that was smaller, it was already like closed up quite a bit. So I got back to these, and we went to the store at the mall and got this really pretty kind of 00 gauge, even though we have some little slightly larger ones that we're going to work towards, but we're going to let my ears heal with this. And then we have a more basic one that I can trade off. I try to take them out when I get in the shower because I really want to give it a nice like washing with like some really gentle soap, not antibacterial soap specifically, because I think they're actually outlining that like you can't put that on soap anymore, like saying it's antibacterial, because it really doesn't matter or help or something or other. I don't know, it's like false advertising or something, I'm not sure. But I have this, which isn't really what it is. This is Paula's Choice Perfectly Natural. I put that in here. Paula's Choice is a brand you can only buy online on her website, and her stuff is really good. This is another thing by the same line of Paula's Choice, so earth sourced, and this is a moisturizer for the face, and it's very like good for sensitive skin, also babies. So this soap that I use on my face, I can also use to clean my ear lobes. Fresh piercing, not fresh piercings, but more like, you know, when you need to put some soap, but you just don't want to use like just every soap. So sensitive skin. All right, that's all I have for you. Dreadlocks are doing great on this trip. Probably be on this trip for maybe even a month longer. And I definitely want to record videos for you all. Going to be in various locations in terms of, well, one other specific location that I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi access is going to be as far as uploads. I know I can record stuff. I know I have electricity. I don't know what the water quality is going to be. I think we have a water softener, and so hopefully that's going to work well, because I'm worried. I was thinking I might have to go to like a hotel to like shower, or like go to a certain friend's house that I know has good really water quality, like maybe once a week to wash my hair and take a shower in dreads. Actually, it's not going to be that bad. I'm pretty sure that the water is better now than it used to be before, when people were not using water filters and water purifiers and water softeners on their, because we have really hard water here on the East Coast. It's in the coal region, lots of coal, maybe not so much as there used to be, but the coal region of the East Coast. And so there was issues with people getting even like the town water, not even out of a well, but, you know, having dark colored water. And I don't want that in my hair. So I think it's gonna be good. So all of you, I am happy to be recording, and I'm glad to be sharing with you about my trip. I was looking forward to it, and this is a treat for me, actually, to come in the bathroom here before I get my shower and record for you. There's other things I need to be doing on my list. My mom even told me when I was sick that I'm gonna go in and record a video on my dreadlocks, and she said, you should really go downstairs and do this thing on the computer that you have to do. I'm like, yes, I know I should, but this is for me. This is really for me. I've been doing so much hard work, so many things, and this is something I need to do for myself. So, all right, I look forward to your comments. Take care.